Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, what is it? It's
It's just trying to lose.
Oh, wow.
Who are you?
That's it. Yeah. We're going to send them all our. It's 5:30, so we were going to get started. Before we open up the workshop, do we have any other comments?
So I was a graduate of Oxbridge Community in London, UK. I found that Harry Potter and the house system is not unique to movies. They actually do that in the university and the school system, where they divide their communities into like houses and or colleges, and then they compete for like inaugural awards. So I was thinking of a way to bring our community together and our sub-communities together is like a village cup. I kind of shared a map, so something to do with Victoria, but and like way to kind of balance it out is the village that wins the first year can go no longer the third place the following year and kind of go from there. But just an idea.
Oh, okay, we talked about that, the Wizard Cup. Anyone else comment?
John Weaver, I'm on the technology committee. I've been a very active member in town for the last 9 years, coaching, vice president of the league, celebration flag football, celebration soccer, celebration volleyball group. So I've been involved with most sports in our town as well, because for 40 years. Super happy about today for this reason. On our technology group, we have an app that's going to be coming out shortly. That's going to be able to do reservations, see things with Direct Pro. So a lot of this is coming together behind the scenes as well. So with everybody's input today, our group's also very excited for everybody's feedback today. Because accountability on our facilities, people using it, partner programs, state programs, all of that with lack of transparency and communication, I think creates a lot of frustration that we have in town. And I got multiple properties in town, my daughter's a teacher in the school, so, I mean, I pay 3 HOAs every year too, and it's just very frustrating going to a summer facility that you can't. And, somebody else is there making money off it as well. So again, I think our tool is gonna help with that, and very appreciative for everybody and with you.
Anyone else comment?
For special events, a lot of times when people come in, they have their favorite card.
Yep.
Is there a way that you can incorporate that into them?
Yep.
And can they be read so that, if they decide how many people, so on and so forth, it would be on that app or card as well?
Yeah, we have an app called Monitor, and I have it on my phone already for test. You'll be able to go in and check in for an event, and it'll actually register how many guests. We've already incorporated it into the dog park for the rabies as well, and the vaccination, so all that and accountability is going to be in an application. Hopefully, next 4 or 5 months, we'll see it live. You get your Chrome card on it as well. And also, I have a couple of teenagers in my house, and when they get stopped, they can show their ID also on their phone, because they always have their phone with them. So that's another good benefit.
Right.
So I do have one question regarding that. Would this app also be used for like street light park?
We can incorporate anything that you want.
Okay, so the other thing I would be really interested in, especially here before this enforcement of the rules, what happens with the ladder?
So we can turn off access if we want. We can create suspensions.
We have, it's a weekly thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, that's a great point.
thank you.
Someone else raise their hand on this one. Anyone else? Okay. With that, we will call to order. We do have enough for a quorum. So we'll get started with that. We need to adopt the agenda. We have the action items of the brainstorming discussion and the relocating plan for partner programs for town hall, and then member comments. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda? Mike, Rob, second. All those in favor? Aye. All right. So we're gonna start, we're gonna jump right into the brainstorming section. I'm very excited. The aim of the workshop today is to conduct a post-it note brainstorming exercise. This will gather a variety of solutions proposed by residents, committee members, partner programming contacts, etc. So the object is that we get input from everybody. This is going to be a 5-step process. Step 1 is going to be each participant in the room will write one solution per problem per post-it. You can create as many solutions, as many post-its as you want. For 10 minutes, the idea is you individually will brainstorm what your solutions are. The catch to it is that you cannot write any problems. You have to write the solution. So for instance, if your problem is the playground equipment is too hot, you can't write that. But you could write by a shake structure if that's your proposed solution. So the idea is solutions. After 2 minutes of creating this, we're going to get everybody's post-it notes. And then as a committee, we're going to divide them into walls/whiteboards according to category. Any category is open for comments, whether it's a partner program, whether it's how you use your Pro ID, whether it's a park monitor, whether it's an event, whatever it is, everything is open for discussion. We want as many solutions as possible because that's what we're here to do. Once we've collected them and categorized them, then step 3 is we're going to have an evaluation. If you think of a crossroads, one of the things we're evaluating is how much it costs. So one will be, is it high cost or low cost? And then the other one is going to be, is it easy to implement? Or is it going to take some time and we're going to have to think this through? And then we're going to plot it out per category, including there's a miscellaneous category. And then we're going to see what's low hanging fruit, see what we can solve for. We have enough for a forum, so if something is very easy to solve for, we have no problem giving that to Pro at the next meeting. It's Pro solution. If it's something that takes some more time to think, our thought is we will at least have 3 solid solutions by September 1st, thought out, vetted, that we would be able to give to the Pro board members and put into place as a proposal for them to vote if they like it, don't like it. That's step 4, and the next step 5 will be determining the next meeting date, because those that take more is that time for bed, we'll do in the July and August meeting. So those are the 5 steps we're thinking of today. During the part where we, as a committee, collect them and categorize them, your job is to eat cookies in your clinic. So we have that. Thank you to Grand Manners and Crow for providing that for us today. We have plenty of Post-its, we have plenty of pens. Do we have any questions before we get started? All right, I'm gonna set the timer for 10 minutes. Next. Next meeting. Yes. That was questions that we asked Frank. Do you want to? What is it? No problem. Here we go.
So right now we're in problem.
We're doing solution.
Just look what?
Yeah.
So when we had other comments come in and say, this is bothering me, you have a solution, how to solve for it. Yes, you, please. More Post-its, the better.
Solutions on.
I've seen him, so I remember I've seen him again. He's like a vulcan.
One solution. Yes.
You can only reinforce it. You know, it's like. Right now, yeah, survive, you get 20. Cool. Like it's, no, it's just, yeah.
You're done. You solved all the world problems in 2 minutes. All celebration problems in 2 minutes.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to be at the check.
We got no problem in this here. To be honest. It is sort of a pretty sweet area. Yes.
This guy.
Brother type there.
Let's see.
Most of the context out of the East Long baseball field. We can hear a little. We can play baseball on the field. It's the one, but. Exactly. He's on there. He's on. We didn't put it. I mean, that's all right. So you have. Yeah, that's. What? Yeah. Because it's. Golf course and everybody goes home.
But we kept it on my.
Right, so you don't, but you need it to. Or like this.
That's a solution. How you doing? Oh, shit.
You know, maybe a recommendation. I don't know. Yeah. But it's gonna be based on. The recommendation that I see, like, this is the information, and it's based on what. They'll take all that. So. They're gonna use it.
You know, I mean, I.
Or that.
So. Yeah.
You should look at it. Who knows? You want to look at it? Let's go through. Would you? Yeah. First of all. Sure. It was changed like. This. It's hard to.
They're not to get all.
So that's what. I've seen it. Yes.
Yeah. I was like, we're gonna.
I'm not.
And enforcement.
Yeah, I know there's a long story. I think it's
Sorry, I'm sorry. I think we're the best. Sorry, there. Coming in, so we should be put them into categories, and then we put whoever those posted categories. So number one is enforcement / rules with 29 post-its. Number two, 10 to 21 post-its. Number three is pool with 17 post-its. Number four is baseball with 8 post-its. 5 is pro ID and security with 7 post-its. 6 is park monitors with 5 post-its. And then tied for 2 post-its are miscellaneous basketball, playground partner programs in Island Village. But it is kind of hard to say because some of the things you want to enforce may be in Island Village, so we did our best. Okay. So we're gonna start with enforcement. I'm just gonna start reading them out. And then, I'm gonna take one of these whiteboards. Will the truck line? And I'm not a trainer facilitator.
Sure.
It's not what I do. I sell travel. Okay.
You sell visitors.
I sell travel. All right, so. This will be high. Cost. This will be low cost. And this is gonna be hard to achieve. And easy to achieve. We're just gonna take each enforcement, start there, and try and put them in a box. And if we don't know, it kind of goes more towards the middle, you know, it's super hard to achieve and a lot of money, it's gonna go right here, everybody kind of be on how we'll do this. First enforcement, okay, here it is. All right. Application check in process for baseball and tennis courts. All right, so an application check. Like we're checking who can use it. If someone is. Okay. Sign at parks for children and parties of any kind prohibited.
And what?
And make a sign for children's parks that parties or eating of any kind are prohibited.
Missing playgrounds and business.
Yeah, so to make a sign, I'm gonna say it's a lower cost and easier to achieve, if that's what we go to accomplish.
So what's happening is that people are using the playgrounds to have a little party or something?
Yeah, 2:00 in the morning.
Big-
Well, yeah, no, and it's where, I mean, I've been here a year, I literally went and cleaned up trash with my own bags, and my friends who helped us get here live on Acadia, so we would stay with them when we were searching to come down here, and for 3 or 4 years, we place, yeah, Stop Park, Grove, whatever, I have small kids, that was my mother, so we were just like, and myself personally, I'm like, hey, it's dirty, I live here, I have respect for the area, so I just grabbed a couple bags and like, some pizza boxes, cake and frosting all over the playground in Northern Village, was cool, so, anyways. So, we stay-
Funds within the community. So I'm gonna say that's probably a little bit higher cost as we do for the community that's gonna be everywhere.
Easy.
Well, I didn't know we could do that, can we? That's
No,
awesome.
you can't.
Yeah, that's CDD.
So this is not gonna take off because we're not allowed, that's for the guy. And we're gonna keep it and that's what goes to the master plan.
And unless that's in, well, no, because they're only doing COVID too, the master plan, Speed bumps unless it's in, like Lakeside, that's
I think they sit throughout. We don't know.
correct.
Probably just. I'm gonna put it down now, but we can come down to it.
Speed
Can send them an
email.
Security instead of parking monitors. Yes. So I'm thinking that's a kind of in here, and maybe a little bit harder to achieve. I'm working on that a little bit. So maybe it's because the discussion starts, bringing back a shirt.
No,
That's not us either.
it's not on us.
That's not even us.
So who is that on?
CD.
Oh, yeah. But didn't we as pro though ask them not to do, like not to renew Jerry Wheeler? Or
No, that was CBD.
who told CDD to tell Jerry Wheeler not to?
They paid the sheriff.
But someone had to tell CDD to not do it.
No, you need to go to CBD meeting and ask them.
But Mayberry Security is our Kroger Security, which kind of.
And I'm gonna say, but Jerry Wheeler was a hell of a lot better than the maintenance. So,
So that would go to
so
CCD.
Pro has no oversight.
No,
Right?
not of the sheriff.
Stop quarantine to non-residents, they cause more damage than the revenue.
But you said
Stop quarantine to non-residents, they cause more damage than the revenue.
They high cost.
What's a non-resident?
Outside, so if you go to Disney, you could have a wedding reception here and not be a resident. You pay a higher cost than a resident based rent.
Facility, but
For a facility, not
For
for.
facility. So
That's-
if I got.
That's enforcement.
That's low cost to us, and that's easy.
I'd say it's high cost because we're using a resident.
No, you're gaining.
I don't think it amounts to that.
No, see, they say stop,
They would stop.
stop.
Tenants is using facilities and have rights removed. So that would be
Easy.
an easy and a lower cost. Rules, clarifying and posting club hours for courts. What would post be? Clarity and post partner program and club hours for courts. We have that already, don't we? And for the tennis courts, and they said courts, I assume we'll not have to.
Basketball, we did have an.
We get to talk through each one when you take them all up there?
Well, yeah, so we'll get there.
Does volleyball need, slack soon?
Yes, they have it.
They do.
I think this is a lower cost and kind of in the middle to do. It's just a. Parking permits for resident vehicles, others should be cited when parked for extensive periods.
In the street
Yeah,
or on our property.
it's true.
Street, we can't, we don't monitor the streets. Sorry, it seems to be us, I think it would be
So
because the county owns the streets,
Yeah, we are county monitors.
because that's the county.
Sign the countless and lots of streets. We don't believe.
No, they,
Okay, we didn't renew Jerry Wheeler's contract. Somebody in this neighborhood, a group of people decided not to renew Jerry.
that would be the CPD.
Who told the CBD not?
they did on our.
Because they pay to the sheriff.
We could have paid them to keep it, but in the end, the CCD.
So you get voted.
That's because a lot of things we put aside because we don't have control.
Right.
So why? We don't have control, doesn't mean you can't bring it forward as an idea, so I don't care, I don't have control. The fact is, I think, because that's my idea. So if I said, we have too many people who are parking extensive, in front of my neighborhood, one owner has, I'm not exaggerating, 15 vehicles parked in front of his house. Clearly, he's running a business. 15 vehicles parking, that makes it difficult to get in and out for the people who do work for.
And don't we have a policy that you're not allowed to have more than two?
Those are
Two vehicles.
2 vehicles per rental.
Why don't we just establish on here for?
No, it's the idea, it's why aren't we doing something?
Well, Crow enforces whether you wash your sidewalk or not, so why can't they enforce it?
Just like we send letters for having little, green spots on your fence, why can't you send a letter for parking?
Interesting.
Disallow residents parking business and vehicles on the street, that's part of that.
Okay,
Notify folks who are utilizing a facility and have white during time of incident. Notify folks who are utilizing a facility and have white.
It's like the card that they use their Pro ID.
Okay, so that, I'm gonna turn it to pro ID then.
Yeah.
Which is good, okay. Strategic security ad monitors, I'm gonna put that under ad monitors. Ensure owners are not using their driveways to run car cleaning or other business. Is that permitted or not? I honestly don't.
You can't represent.
No, can somebody come to your house in their truck?
Yes.
I think what.
It is my driveway, can I,
Yes, I think that's one thing. I think it's another thing for the resident to be using their
For
driveway,
me to be the auto.
to be running a business from their driveway. So they're having cars coming to the.
We want the side hustle, a whole nother.
Remind us, you can have your home listed as your business, but you can't have client stuff coming in and.
Yes,
Actually,
Where somebody set up intents, literally set up intents.
I don't know if that's diversion.
Permits use of amenities, which ramp up. So I'm thinking first offensive warning, second offense, to send all the fines, second.
That's low.
Well, okay, so I'm thinking that. Post code of conduct for amenities to give partner programs and post code of conduct for amenities and to give partner programs and groups who rent facility. So if I'm reading this right, we're posting a sign and we're giving the code of conduct to every partner program / club / group. Do they get that anyhow? Yeah.
They give us their own. They're expecting, but they all have a contract.
Okay, so we give them a contract, and what they do, they give us a code of conduct to be approved per program.
So they all have to sign an agreement, so.
Okay. I'm gonna put that, there was one for signs somewhere, I'm gonna put that there. Forecast passes for records, I'm gonna do that with Pro ID, right? Courts, pools, grills, water items that are left can be removed after 30 minutes and can only serve as much space as residents or guests. So if I only have 4 guests, I can only reserve space for 4 people. Okay, that's squatters. I'm gonna put that a little higher cost because I think they people to enforce it. Yeah. Okay. Publish and post rules. People want that.
Should the previous one be harder to achieve or is it still easy to achieve?
This one. Where's this side?
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh.
It's easy to cheat, but
It's fine.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Ensure owners are not using their driveways around the park cleaning business, that's this. Okay. Do we have any more rule enforcement at the moment? Okay, for the best of our knowledge, so help me God. Okay. So I think what we'll do at this point, there's nothing crazy hard to achieve, so nothing we're going to remove. Higher costs are going to be squatters enforcing stuff like that, which could almost come back, full monitor, park monitor, security, all of that. Security instead of park monitors. So can someone take notes? Yes. We're gonna put a higher cost is this sports, pools, grills, and security and park monitors, and we're not gonna try to solve for that today.
So Vic, I think with a lot of those, our website, everybody knows it's like down for a while. When Graham Madison opened the previous, a lot of his data, there's a lot of information and was a lot of work behind it. I think a lot of this comes from people just not knowing the rules. If you challenge somebody at a facility, well, show me that rule. So I think, it's like having a QR code or somewhere at every facility, you scan on your phone, here's the rule right here. You only get this here, and there's a number right here I can click and a police will be here or the park monitor if you don't follow the rules. I mean, it's easy, low cost, easy to fix.
Yeah.
And gives people the knowledge and information to help with these challenges.
It's QR code is local as well. It's very small.
But on the app, it would be like something.
So then over here on, we're going to put these easy/flow is all the signage. And then making measurable penalties, misuse of facilities, stop renting to non-residents. So I'm going to make, okay, this was high easy.
Maybe easier to just, take a picture of it, try to transcribe it later.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm going to get. Okay, so from easy to achieve and low, is there anything that we think committees that we want to take to grow it in the next 30 days, which would be making enforceable penalties, having rights removed, so that's the same thing, and stop renting to non-residents.
If I could say
Yeah.
the last one, I don't think rented to non-residents may be the best way. We've already done last year, is we've updated the fees so that when a non-resident rents, it's not $25 more than a resident, it's double what a resident pays. So I think,
It's the first time we made it harder.
yeah, and it's also by taking away that revenue, which I think is maybe over $10,000, it's more of a high cost as a community than it is a good. So I don't know. It's-
Can you get data on that for
Yes.
next,
We got for 2020.
I mean, can you, if you have another meeting, can you share that and we discuss that?
Yeah.
He does have a good point.
Yeah.
But I just think the revenue passed that.
I didn't think so. So why, how come it's such a problem? I mean, if it's not, you know what I mean? I don't get it.
I don't think it's a problem.
Okay, so, and I'm gonna put this one to the side right now. Yeah.
Is there data on repairs that are necessary after non-residents rent a facility?
There's probably part that there's somewhere, but it was.
Including like the volleyball courts are rented and then they break the gates to the pool. So it's not the volleyball court that needs repair, it's now the pool gate that needs repair. Because they use bathrooms at the pool, because there's no bathrooms in the volleyball facility, which is rented for sometimes 8 hours a day.
So then,
So I think,
what you're saying, my thought is that's gonna come back to monitors and security.
Similar with the pavilion in North Village, you rent the pavilion to non-residents, they have a huge party with 200 people, and then they break the gates of the pool, because, so the pool gate probably, it doesn't, you like don't correlate the two, but what are the costs to make the repairs, because we rented a facility to someone who doesn't have the access that residents have.
well,
If I was brutally honest, I don't think we have a performance.
Correct. No one's. But I can tell you every time we have North Village Pavilion is rented and there's a big party and you can tell when people live here and they don't, so the amount of vehicles. That pool gate is broken.
well, I think if you're renting the facilities are two separate things. So no matter what facility you have, used or not, it's going to degrade every single year. A tennis court, whether it's used or not, you saw the shelf life on it. Let's say it's 15 years if it doesn't get used at all. The sun hit it, rain, moisture, whatever. So renting to outside roofs actually is advantageous because you're getting the most out of that court. The problem is that you're having, now residents say, well, but we're renting to other people, we can't even use the courts and we're paying for it. So that's really what we have to look at, not so much, oh, take out outside roofs, because they do bring a value to like what we have.
For $200 and then have to spend $500 to repair the.
So the simple solution would be just charge more deposit to outside renters. Yeah, stick it to them. But hey, look, okay, why don't we do even charge a deposit? If a deposit is now $100, charge them $500. If they're gonna keep it good, they get their money back, everybody's happy. If they don't, we have the money. It's like we're in the market.
All right, so the next number 2 was tennis. Okay, so I'm gonna watch tennis.
Hey, it's just.
All right. Post schedules tennis courts, so that goes with signage, which we had here. It could be a cost to it, but it's easy to do. Tennis courts cleared of leagues daily by the staff to prevent injury. That seems easy. And tennis courts cleared of tees
Daily though.
daily.
It'd be higher.
Easy to do. There's.
30.
Oh, just has to get a month.
Okay.
Right, I think
Online, comes with the app.
yes.
Well,
Well,
that's easy, is it?
the first one is also low cost too, if you want to do a QR code and change a website thing that's attached to the QR code.
Who's gonna do all that?
You gotta be just.
That's technology.
IT.
All right, tennis courts reservations online,
Easy.
easy.
Low cost is easy.
Okay.
It's free to edit.
All right. Paint pickleball lines on 2 tennis courts and schedule per hour per week for pickleball.
High cost.
Easy.
It's not high cost. Low cost.
It's high cost because we're looking at it. You could go.
Lines easy and schedules for hours per week for pickleball, it's easy.
Put them in the middle. We have nothing in the middle.
Alright, build the pickleball courts at CCFC.
High cost.
Facilities. That's a high cost and that's not gonna be easy to build.
Same thing as.
Add tennis courts, add fencing and key code. That's gonna be higher cost for fencing and key code, and that's not something I can do like in the next month.
We discussed that though, and that's the possibility.
Solution for tennis storage and pickleball, basketball storage, volleyball storage, racquetball storage, lot D. So we have to build, that's gonna be higher cost, and that's not something I can do in the next 90 days. Clear tennis courts for posted rules, that is gonna go with the rules on that, because that's a sign. Resident card reader to enter the tennis court, that's the same as that. And close 3 courts with a fence. Fence, that's what that one. Covers for tennis rollers to keep them dry. I don't even know what that means.
I think the look like the squeaky roller.
The rollers. You try the boards up with.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a roller.
Okay,
How they're gonna keep them dry.
tennis rollers to keep them dry.
But some sort of,
Do we know what the cost of that? Like thousands?
I don't know. Close calls. He wants you to keep it dry.
So if you want to buy, I'm gonna put it, here's the other cost. But it's even dry.
I mean, you should.
Anything. So more tennis courts, build more tennis courts that can be used for pickleball and racquetball. So that's here with building it. Courts, contract with county to use their courts, et cetera. They use our pools for free, would at least be hourly match. Okay, so the county, the schools and that, they get our pools for free. That was just voted on for the high school. So knowing that we want to use more of the county facilities, I'm assuming in the state's gonna be like, you can have fall or all their stuff. If we're giving you 22 hours free in the pool, you give us 22 hours free at baseball or their basketball or whatever. That to me costs nothing, that's asking. And we can ask, so it's easy to do. Right? Yeah, okay. Here. Change tennis lessons times to off-peak. That does not cost anything and that's asking, so that's here. Wait, does that cost us if we break? If you have a contract? Oh, fine. A contract, does that cost us?
It's not great.
It's renegotiated. Okay, so then we're still there.
Victoria,
Yeah.
if I make a suggestion, there's one committee member that can go see the boards, maybe we push back.
I'm fine.
Build basketball courts with key code access, that can't be done in 90 days in fence. Fence around that, everybody wants a fence. Hang pro ID to create a queue at courts to easily identify residents. Hang something when it costs us, and we can implement that this week.
The only concern I have about that is if someone steals your ID when you make it.
It would have to be hung inside.
Yeah.
Just the location. Add shade to tennis courts.
Yes.
High cost, and I can't do it in 90 days. Limit tennis lessons and group lessons, so more walk-on play for residents. That goes down here with that contracting plan. Change tennis lessons. Add shade structure. This is playgrounds. A shirt for every partner program to identify the program. So it's
That's low cost asking.
do what?
That's low cost and asking. Cost of the art.
Like meaning what, a person who runs against the shirt?
So I look at an author of a swim lesson or tennis or gym instructor or whatever.
They are the person
That's
themselves.
Okay. All right, for now, I'm just gonna remove these and we're gonna. Yeah, so we're gonna make this high card.
So you want to leave those there? And.
At least.
Yeah, I'll take
Get
that.
on the board, should we say the board stuff?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay,
That should be a-
next one on our list is the pool.
You can ask the question.
Yeah. Great.
We're adding all these residents, apartments, houses, whatever, and I know they're gonna say, we're building something in Island Village. Say Island Village doesn't even exist, okay, and did exist. We don't have enough facilities for even what we've already had before.
What's your solution?
I don't know, everybody's gonna say it's CCDB,
No.
or, I don't know, but the thing is, we have to find a way at some point in this community to build more facilities. You need more tennis courts, more basketball courts, more recreation.
That was all.
I know, that's what I'm saying, I know it's not gonna be here, but how do we ever get to where we're gonna do it?
But we were on the master plan board meetings like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, it was brought up. It's how much you willing to raise your produce. $5,000 a year from what, 1,400, but the question was asked. They can do those things, but how are you willing to pay dues to cover their facilities? That's the question.
So the apartment, and then would that also raise the dues by the apartment?
All right, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, sorry.
All right. This is a fence, we like fences, I'm just gonna fence it. We need a fence around the barbecue area by the pool. So I'm thinking that's gonna be a higher percentage.
So it's a fence, it's not that expensive.
Here,
Probably the middle. Probably the middle.
okay.
That's the defense.
The cruise chair rule, 1 hour, no more, and remove your items if you don't come back to your chair. So if you go on a cruise ship, if you leave your stuff on a pool chair and you don't come back, then it's extended, takes it to some place. So AKA squat. Removing your stuff.
But really, that's just monitors to do.
That's part one.
That's a mon-
Yeah, parking.
Yes,
The only.
we just had many times the last week, maybe not.
I went to the pool.
It's more than the pool, and this was at a cruise chair rule, it's at the barbecues, it's at the tables at the pool, it's at the pool chairs.
A lot of people go to the pool with their stuff on the table, they take lunch.
There was another comment that someone set up a party on every single table for singing. So that's what it is. So that's easy to do, and I think that's gonna be a little more hard to boss. Okay. Clearly identify instructors with a shirt, maybe a visor, so we can see who approved instructors are. That goes with that.
Yeah.
This is pools and tennis courts. This is signage. This is signage. Pools and tennis courts, on-gate doors, small and medium signs, resident only sign at the pool, so there's signage. Add shade structures, pump, electrical equipment for pools, Wi-Fi control, mechanical, so it's not closed during high wind storms.
So like the storm, the high wind would destroy it, like blow it away.
The structure,
So the technology committee can cost doing this for the program for that.
I think that's going, not see it high, but more than I can't do it in the cost. Okay. Parties. Charge form, monitor must be present, 3 to 4 hour limit, all residents can enjoy the pool.
But they're already against the rules.
Not necessarily.
Pool parties?
You, we won't call the party, I'm going to say the people with me.
Yeah, it's really good food, drinks.
Food's okay.
Yeah, so those are-
Okay, so charge fee and monitor. Monitors, so this person watchable. No, we don't want the party.
Unless you're gonna charge, so right now we charge you with the Jones Group and Heritage Hall, right?
So renting,
So if you're gonna rent the pool, plus you gotta limit the hours, right now they can be there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The residents can get it near the pool, you can't use anything, there's food everywhere. So you're somewhat, you can't go to the pool.
Are you allowed to rent? I thought you.
no one's allowed.
Let's say take it over.
Is this more of one pool and because I'm right across the street from Marville? There's nothing.
It's like a birthday, it's like a birthday party. There is no pool, there is nowhere in town we can rent a pool for your kids' birthdays. The Heritage Hall is usually used by camps, and then Lakeside is, I have no idea, and then the room at the North Village Pool, which is ideal for birthday parties, that keeps all the food and things away from the pool, is not available to us.
So I'm gonna put it here a little bit higher, since it's gonna take a lot of oversight,
Correct.
and but it can be done with oversight. Designated pools for parties, 3 at Lakeside, Spring Park, Island Village, monitor and enforce rules. I'm gonna put that here, because that's with enforcing it with the pool monitors. That's the
Is
big
this
stuff.
listing that we should have pool parties? I think we just heard that. pool
I
party-
think where it comes down to, this was discussed in last meeting, with the way that our IDs are right now, I don't have to call it a party, I don't even have to put a decor. But 4 people in my house, each of them could bring 4 people to the pool. So now with us, we have 20 people at the pool, which I kind of consider a party at the pool.
And then they take over the pool.
It's big at the pool, and then I invite my neighbors, and I have 6 people, now that's another 30, so 2 hours is at 50 people at the pool. Because I'm not calling it a party, and I may not even bring pizza. So
Pools get contaminated much faster with large groups of people.
it adds more wear and tear. Pool parties, no time limit, party size, noise level, solution like Heritage Hall, Jones Room, reservation required for pool parties. I think the thing is right now, it's not able to be reserved, rented, so I can't do a reservation.
It's a free for all right now.
Right, I'm gonna put it here.
No rules, no regulations, no guidelines all day.
I think we're gonna see that for some points. That's it. Okay, we can do that easily, but it's gonna cost some money.
What was that?
More about sure that full same thing, we can do that easily, but it's gonna cost more money. Actually, I can't do that in 90 days. So okay. Match hour per hour, school for full time, we did that somewhere. Charge fees for pool parties. I'm gonna take that off because you can't rent a pool party. It's not rentable space. That would be. Okay. Quarter to pool and lake safety courses for parents.
I like that.
Okay, that we can do easily.
Sleep class.
I'm gonna put it there, so it's gonna cost us a little bit of money for that. Pool showers for metal. plastic engagement on metal cord to protect hands and cuts. That we can do. That can't be too much money.
What is it again?
It's a plastic encasement on a metal cord to protect hands and cuts on the pool shower, so you pull it. Free particle permanent city fencing in bathrooms for dressing and so forth. That's gonna be a bit of a higher cost, and I can't do that in 90 days. But it's not.
So they ripped the benches out here 4 months ago, they lifted it up. Oh, there's nowhere to like, it changed unless you're standing and you're balancing on one foot. In the-
You know, this-
So supposedly, something was supposed to happen.
yeah, it's a bathroom renovation.
It's gonna eventually, it's short. I think we're talking about it at the workshop on Wednesday.
Shortly, it's an entire bathroom renovation.
Okay, good. As long as there's somewhere. It's not subjective.
New granite covers for ladders and canvases. Someone put that with the showers. Remote controls. Moving on to the floor, which is the basement. Well. All right, baseball, here we go. Outfit the East Lawn Field for intermunicipal baseball, t-ball, kickball, at least a diamond. So the East Lawn Field is the one by the purple pool that is also being used for lacrosse, football, and soccer.
Okay.
Okay, I see, okay.
Okay, so in order to outfit that, that's gonna take, I don't know.
Did we take the back stuff out? We haven't.
Backstop's still there,
It takes sand and like nobody,
but if you outfit it, you gotta do a diamond.
well, yeah, it's the same. You do that,
But then that also disrupts the other.
you wouldn't need the outfield, you just need a diamond. Diamond's not gonna fix, they don't. Yeah.
You guys are doing the current.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, you mow it, you have space.
You're gonna have to maintain.
Yeah, okay, so I'm put that there. Card access only for parks and facilities, that goes with priority. Put nets to block baseballs from hitting cars so we can use the East Lawn Field. That's gonna be high cost and take more time to do. A dedicated Little League complex with 2 fields to host most games on Saturdays instead of weeknights, so we can recruit more players. So complex is gonna be high cost and take time. Our own baseball, softball field and for youth and adults, that goes with the complex or even. Field complex, dedicated resident field or half field, make a pavilion.
Yeah, if we fundraise and can cover the costs, is having a dedicated complex or space a possibility? If it's,
It has a space too, and that would have to be with the master plan.
okay.
That was first.
Those are the words. Improving the East Lawn for children. That goes here with the East Lawn one. Use of high school, middle school track at no cost. That goes with the our exchange. And the last one is dedicated resident field or half field and make a pavilion. I'm thinking that's gonna go with that.
It was in previous, some previous, some previous.
Okay, things we can.
It's not something we.
No, it's not.
All that.
All that. So they're massive.
So you never hear, but you never hear on
Cards. That's gonna be,
I'm sorry.
the spend pro cards. So that's gonna be a higher cost to
Why
take
is
us
it gonna be a high cost?
because
Someone has so many violations, it's easy in the computer.
Because when you're at the pool, there's not a digital way to run it. There's not something that says it's in violation. We have to have an electronic way to say.
It's like with the dog park, they don't have the licenses and the shots, they can't gain access to the dog park. It's all it's all software driven.
Why don't, so we go and review our cards, do that, so that it can be active through the gates, right?
But like right now, I'm in my car's good through 2026. If I violate it.
They should shut up.
It's shut off.
They shut
It's great.
But that's.
Yeah, it's not.
Right, well, you turn off the access. On the app, you can turn off the access.
Yeah, it's very low cost, and it's very low.
What costs me?
Okay.
That's 2000s technology,
Dispatch system,
right?
dispatch system.
Expensive.
Discussion.
Can I explain what I mean by
Yeah,
that?
please.
Okay, in the evenings, almost every week, we're calling park monitor. They never call, they never acknowledge, they never go out. So if we call a dispatch, they say, oh, let me send someone out there, they'll be out there in 15 minutes. Now, if the park monitors would answer the phones or acknowledge that, hey, we just got your voicemail, I'm in Eastland, I could be out Spring Lake 15 minutes. But to never show up and just hear crickets every week.
I'm gonna put that with park monitor then, and then in an upcoming meeting, we do have what all the park monitor responsibilities are. And I think that's gonna give that all help them to
Yeah.
me, and that's gonna be.
I also brought up during the master plan park security meeting about volunteers in town. I'd be the first person to put third on to volunteer the facilities. Other residents are like, no, we don't need vigilantes. I mean, that's, a few people said that, so that's the inside of the appointment. We can get, I think 2 dozen adults in a heartbeat that be willing to do a couple hours a week to go around the facilities with a Kroger shirt on and just call somebody, we don't interaction, but.
Card access only for all parks and facilities.
That's probably you cost. You guys put, put those.
Don't we have that now?
Well, you can do data.
You know, I think that's.
It's gonna be higher, we get
Yeah,
eight
you-
dollars. And I can't do that anymore. 4 guest passes per address.
That was the cost, easy. So
I think that's low cost.
that's a quote.
But it takes what, like 70%?
Well, actually, no, I confirmed with caterer that, no, it's just the board.
Is it more complicated?
Yeah,
Post and advertise number of guests permitted for amenities, I go put signage wherever we have signage.
there's a QR code.
Notify folks who are utilizing a facility and have swipe, okay, we said this one earlier, so this is if you're, notify folks who are utilizing this facility and have a swipe during the time of incidents. So this is saying we want more swipe card things in order to get in and out, which is gonna be a bit of higher cost. If I'm wrong, whoever wrote this, please tell me. Security cameras throughout the community, that's gonna be a higher cost, it's gonna take time.
We have them already.
Use a new app for check-in facilities. That's a higher cost, but in the process.
I think that's already do.
Rec facilities are right for owners and a privilege for tenants. Owners get IDs, tenants get corporate IDs for quick identity. Oh, I see, they're saying horizontal or, so like, I only have a 16-year-old sign right now. The parking permit goes this way and the driver's license goes this way. So that's what they're saying, owners get one and renters get another.
Or are you gonna discriminate?
So that would be.
There's no point to that.
I was told I don't care if but I've also been shot down multiple times saying that renters are the same as owners.
Correct.
They are.
So, then you can't distribute.
Renters, we don't actually, renters, it's a privilege for them to utilize our facilities, or owners actually. Right.
Well, it's a privilege, though, it's a privilege, I think, for everybody, if you're treating it like that.
It says it's a right for owners, and it's a privilege, because there's some communities that don't allow renters to utilize any of their facilities.
All right, this is another app one, so I'm putting it here because it's already in the process. 4 guests per resident solution,
Easy.
2 per resident board vote.
Yes.
So that's easy, that's not a cost, that's a board vote. Other people have different ideas, so that's up to them. Weekend hotline, for online issues, how to report a problem, is it Grant Enders who is on call?
I call.
It could be depending on the solution.
Well, it already today, yes.
Yeah, it's.
So it's not very cost, but it just takes putting it in place, so I'm hard to have to rush to that.
They don't call answer.
Limit on guests allowed per household, that goes here.
One on,
Jeff.
Oh, sorry, thank you. Change policy, the 4 guests per address. Priority.
Okay, I'm gonna start out boards.
I just want to clarify one of the park, for the parks, I think it's everywhere for the badge access in North Village. And there's already a fence there on both the kids and the big kids and the small kids parks. Just like if we could get a badge access like they do downtown for the back, because that's again where I spend time cleaning up pizza parties for non-residents and things have been damaged. So you've had, since I've lived here in a year, I think it's been under repair 4 or 5 times. What is the cost to repair a swing? What is the cost to repair a slide? What is the cost to do that? So I'm assuming you should put a little bit of fence. I mean, yeah. To New York, it's the cheap down. It's not much for the fence and probably like a swiper, just like the children. So that's what I meant there.
No, you're talking about the North Village on Celebration Boulevard?
So, yeah, and it also,
The gates are pretty, the gates hold the sign. The gates are not very,
they're fine.
they're not gonna keep teenagers and kids out.
No.
Those gates are not gonna keep kids out.
Well, neither is the one down.
Yeah, but they have a sense to deal with the game.
I'm not agreeing with you, right? Because I live on North Village as well. So, but just more gates, it's pretty.
Yeah, but honestly, the moral of the story of everything we talked about for over an hour, it's really about more park. That's really good, by adding more park.
I got 10 minutes and I got to stop. Okay, for our part, there's time to do
It's a
this.
safety issue.
So typically, PM, that's gonna be a higher cost, but that's gonna be hiring.
No,
A dispatch system is going to be a higher cost and harder for me to implement. Rule enforcement solution, strategic
Scheduling.
scheduling, add monitors. So that goes to adding people things.
Well, actually, no. No, it's good, it's well, okay.
Pool monitors over the summer, make sure rules are enforced. So it's higher cost, we just need to assign park monitors to a designated part of town to identify repeat offenders.
That's last.
Assign monitors to designated part of the town to identify repeat offenders.
I'm guessing it's probably familiarity, maybe. So
So the same person is goofing around at the tennis court, pool, gym, whatever, we identify them.
Yes,
Hire at least 2 on-site employees at Lakeside and other areas.
did we implement that right? I thought so, you know.
We have made very security started. I say that.
Dedicate monitors to smaller zones so they can identify repeat offenders. These are both. Real quick, I'm just gonna read this like so freaking quick.
It's a waste of.
Okay, everybody, come back. Okay. For pool, Park and pool monitor duties and responsibilities. This is lengthy, but this is everything that a park monitor is responsible for doing during their shift. And I did ask right now. We have, 4 monitors in 2019, 6 monitors in 2020, and lifeguards were removed on top of that. 5 monitors in 2021, 4 monitors in 2022, 3 monitors in 2023, and 3 monitors in 2024. So that's where we're living. We have 3 monitors. 1 PM monitor, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 2 PM monitors, 1 in the AM. Where, yes,
Mondays and Tuesdays, it's only 1 park monitor, and Wednesday through Sunday, evenings, so it's 2 monitors. And
so
on
you have
Saturday,
1 park monitor for the day for the entire.
Okay, so, it's, I mean, okay,
No, there's several there.
that's not.
Just, sounds like. Thinking about how to create our volunteer force.
It's like a neighborhood watch run.
Yeah, but then you should like be able to.
So solution.
If I guess the tax in,
Yeah.
he can sue.
Yeah.
So you have to pay for it, so you gotta get trained. I would love to.
You don't engage, you just monitor, and then when you see the trash in the car, then you make the phone call to the one car.
Right, but, and
Yeah.
John's not gonna agree with me right now, but 3 monitors for a neighborhood of 15,000 people, that's not gonna. No, you have to have, I mean, I foresee actually finding up should have a dozen. Well, you might have 2 or 3 people on at all time during the day, and then they can call the police, they can call Green Man or some kind of emergency number and say, we need assistance, there's something going on. And then they could call the police department's probably not gonna come, and that also comes back to the fact that why don't we let us know?
Well, we're also,
Additional amenities, having an outdoor exercise area with pull-ups and dips, et cetera.
I don't know if that.
Yeah.
Well, because Matt needs. I mean, that's. They're paying attention because it's not part of it. Oh, but they just got that.
Okay. This is high, but not super high cost outdoor equipment that I came to in 90 days. A new community center, add pickleball courts, new court squeegee, that goes with tennis. Tennis court badge to hold your ID for 1 hour. Tennis. Community garden.
Like with animal garden, we go.
Something like a cable.
Yeah.
Community center with a craft room. Community center with hardwood floors for dance, ballet, yoga, and ballet bar.
It's cute. That's like 3 times.
A downtown resident gym, a skate park. I don't even know what a skate park costs.
Like, one right down 417, that's free.
Big city work.
It's huge.
With air conditioning and fans, that's a community center.
I bet you're gonna get a pickup.
Organized youth program for pools and basketball. So organized program would be, it would still be higher in cost, easier than building a community center.
that was volunteers.
Here's my whole thing with that, when volunteers run out. When you run out of volunteers.
What happens when they go on vacation?
But baseball, flag football, never ran out of volunteers. Soccer, was enough.
No, but we pay, so we are blue and we support that.
That's true.
New developments must have their own amenities. So that's like Island Village must have their own amenity.
It's open to the community, because I don't like Carson Park or Stanton Home or something exclusive.
That's not here.
Yeah, it was like.
Build another pavilion similar to the Barber and community center. So everything is in high and. Okay, in the interest of time, because everything else has like 2 or 3, it's going to be solved there. Yeah. Partner programs. Add STEM, basketball, football, golf. And it's all for local kids. That's volunteers harder to do. Probably not crazy expensive though. It's still good. Add more partner programs for residents. Again, we can do it, but it's gonna be harder to get. Okay, Island Village. Island Village removed the grills, more shade and more umbrellas. Turn off gas at Island Village. For the grills.
Turn it off.
I know we turned, I think going down the gas,
It's up and running. Okay, turning off gas is gonna take, but it's not so hard to do. Remove the grills. It's gonna be more expensive. Right, Randy? Okay, there's that. Reservation app, we have that, make reservations.
We're doing.
Okay.
Just a quick question. I don't even know this too, but why don't we?
Because they're.
That's gonna be on the workshop.
It's good.
It's the whole, it's gonna be full
It's
discussion.
because, I mean, it's great, yes, but not, yes, it should be in, right? So by leaving it up there, we're saying, oh, you've been thinking about it?
Right now, we're thinking about it. And then we
That's
can
what I'm
say,
saying, it's gonna brainstorm it, and eventually we're gonna knock things off.
yeah, that's next meeting. We'll determine that date shortly. More training for park monitors. That's a higher cost, but easier to do. More park monitors, that's a higher cost, but higher, I feel like we had done something else. Add shade structure for playgrounds with misters. That's a higher cost and we can't do it in 90 days. Add fence for the playgrounds. Shade structure for the parks, that's high. Shade covering for East Lawn Playground, build the community center.
It's on its way.
Big apps.
Okay. Contract maintenance. Repair the dog park lawn and enforce rules. It's higher cost to repair. Easier to report. Okay, more dog park staffing along with lakeside walkways. That's gonna be more money. Walkways are gonna make it harder. Run and walk through with detailed measurements distance.
That's a good idea. Or have high school open up the track to.
That was on another sticky.
They're not gonna change. Somebody has to just contribute to the and they get.
Have a boardwalk to Island Village, that's gonna be expensive. What's the best? That's meeting.
Well, why don't we bring it to this?
Then this is not.
NAAA, need to find a new location.
The middle school?
NAAA, OEA, need to find new locations. So AA would be like Alcoholics Anonymous. Oh, wait, what? Overeater Anonymous. Okay. Solution. Well, that's low cost but harder to do. Okay. An app, we went through that. A Disney main gate method. Laminated passes per address, amenities, events, etc. Each resident gets ID, address gets 3 guest passes linked to ID with a code.
So we're talking closing the towns.
No, they're saying that was with that 3 pass one. So instead of a per resident, it's a per address. So if you weren't doing digital,
Digital will be free, cards will be.
So like if Disney mandate what it is, if I want to go to the park, I hold 3 guest passes.
I like that.
And I get 3 people in, and then, that's how that works. And so
So they're reusable.
they're reusable. So my thought too is, if I'm at the pool, I can take 1 pass with me, and my son can be at the tennis court and take the other 2 passes with him, and it disperses per address versus me taking 4 to the pool.
It's actually a good idea, digital, so you got a digital guest pass, and it's your.
All right, gate off barbecue area, the fence. E-bikes are crazy fast. Quiet, and leave rules.
I think there is a.
That's what we, that's the time, but.
I think there is a rule.
Right, that's what it is.
No, they are allowed to ride inside. They are, I went to the police office out there, and they can't be over 25 miles an hour.
All right.
That's what the law.
We actually made it through everything that's set by the scheduling. For availability, we were looking in July. It was that first Monday or second Monday, Tuesday after that. The 8th or 9th. So we will grab the committee together and see what availability is. Really hope you guys can back. It will be July 8th or 9th, somewhere in there, we think. With the notes, I'll try and streamline it. I'll try and cut out papers that kind of tasks of what we can kind of refer to them in the quadrants. So you guys can see. We'll go from there. And then you want to wait at today's meeting through to propose the Berlin Falls and have to take what. Do any members have any comments? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
It was the.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, there's a so it hasn't been. It's like. But it is.
It's not.
Shut down. Shut down.
So I don't know.
Yeah.